name's Will and welcome to the Distorted Transmission for today. I'm talking to a Wellington band called Cian. How are you guys?
Good.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Did I pronounce your band's name wrong from that response?
Yeah.
Confusing one. It is confusing. It's Cian.
Because there's a color cyan, isn't there? But is that...
That's with a Y.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. So, Cian. All right, so what did you... While we're on the subject, why did you guys choose that name? Is there some significance to it?
Yeah, so basically Cian is the Celtic god of, well, he's called the Enduring One, and we really thought that kind of related to us because we want to write music about basically getting up and getting up stronger than before, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. That's pretty much the main reason we thought it was a cool idea.
There's even a funnier thing than that because I'm getting old. I've got shitty eyes now, and when you first sent me an email and your EPK, I thought it said clan.
Oh, another way to mispronounce it.
Yeah, we've had like the mispronunciations
Tons.
of our names. Like some people think it's like Kane as well. Like they switched the A and the I. It's something we're used to. We're just kind of used to correcting people about our band name. So we're just rolling with it now.
Just for the record, one more time, say it nice and clearly for everybody.
Cian.
Key in the lock.
Key in the door.
That's the one.
Gotcha. All right, cool. So let's start off. You're a hardcore metal band from Wellington. So let's do the intros. Who's in the band and who does what?
Sweet. Well, I'll go first. I'm Connor. I mainly do vocals, but I've started playing guitar. For our first EP, I'm just doing vocals, and I did most of the songwriting. But we have a pretty interesting songwriting process where one of us will write a riff and then kind of give it to me. I'll MIDI program some stuff and then put lyrics on it, and then we'll all jam it and flesh it out pretty much.
And I'm Zed. I am the drummer, and I also do backup vocals sometimes too.
Hi, I'm Dylan. I am the bassist. I also do backing vocals. I'm a recent addition to the band. So initially Connor was playing bass, but we added me just for fun. And and I'm starting to write songs for the group as well.
Our lead guitarist, Navar, couldn't make it, unfortunately, but we'll be speaking on his behalf.
The reason why you contacted me was because you've got an EP coming out. So maybe you can give me all the information about the EP. It's a 4-track, right?
Yep, 4-track EP. Basically, it's our work from last year. We're at university, so studying music. So we've been a band for the majority of last year, and it was just all our original songs recorded and put in a singular form, you know?
It's a 4-track EP. It's due out on the 12th of March. It's called All New Ways of Life. You've got 4 tracks. You want to go through what each track is about? Because I know in your EPK it was quite detailed.
Some of them were story-based, especially with our song Reveries was about an investigator finding a body, and all of a sudden all these thoughts come back to him, making him like sit in deep thought about all these feelings and emotions that were coming after him. And some were very thematic with us, like our song Never Settle, which was just basically about rising above all the negativity or like things that impacted you, just being able to rise above it and, you know, never settle for less and just keep wanting more out of yourself.
Personally, my favorite is Thoughts of Loneliness because it's the most relatable to me. I wrote it about quite a dark place that I was in, and then it just helped me kind of work through it. It was about like looking back on yourself a couple months ago and being like, whoa, that was actually not very healthy. Let's learn from that and make sure to not do that again, you know?
You kind of defined yourself as a hardcore metal band, but when I listened to the EP that you kindly graced me with, it sounds a bit more like metalcore to me than hardcore. Is there a reason why you kind of call yourself a hardcore metal band as opposed to a metalcore band? Is there a distinction there that an old fellow like me doesn't know?
To me, hardcore is not the punk hardcore that a lot of people that I know, like my mom really thinks hardcore is like the very punk, super raw stuff. To me, hardcore is like the predecessor to metalcore. So it's kind of like hardcore metal. So I guess you call it metalcore as well because of the clean vocals, but
Yeah.
if they weren't there, I'd say it's full on hardcore with couple extra spicy riffs.
Especially in regards to like influences, we're pulling a lot more from like deathcore as well, like those less melodic bands for a lot of our sections when we're writing and stuff like that, as opposed to metalcore bands, but definitely a bit of metalcore influence as well.
Oh yeah.
I'm not cornering you about it. I was just wondering, maybe I missed something, or yeah.
Metalcore is a fair label on us. We're not exactly sure how to pinpoint ourselves quite yet, but we thought hardcore would work with maybe the emotions we want to convey and the messages we want to convey.
Especially with the direction we're looking at going with our songwriting, trying to push the boundaries a bit more as well, and looking at more progressive sort of territory and trying different styles of metal as well.
I kind of jumped one of the questions, which is the history. Usually I ask bands, when did you start? How long you been around? So we should probably do that now. So can anybody give me a rough history of the band? I know you're reasonably new, but...
Yeah, so it basically started last year during a sound engineering class. I was kind of brought up to demonstrate drum recording, so I was like playing on the drums. And then Connor and Navarre, after class, came up to me and was just talking about, oh, yo, you played sick drums there. And I was like, yeah, cool. They both play guitar. And then we kind of just were sitting around like talking about our like inspirations or our influences of what kind of music we were playing. And all of a sudden we were like, wow, we got similar taste. Maybe we should start a band out of this. So that's how it started. And then we played a competition called Dig the Gig, which is a fairly new competition, in which we got top 4 out of that. But during this competition, we were kind of thinking we really need to up our sound. And then we were talking to our friend Dylan here, who was just a killer bassist, and we kind of interested him in playing for us, and he took the offer. So, and we've been a band ever since last year. So,
are you all studying studio engineering? Is this across the board?
No, Dylan is a film student.
I'm studying film, but I'm doing music as an elective, so I'm still keeping the music going. But yeah, my focus is like elsewhere in study. So,
and our majors are like very different. Like we've got Connor here taking a technology major, which is like obviously basically the sound engineering and also like building and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm taking an industry major, so I'm worrying about like behind the scenes and emailing and networking and contract signing. So if anyone was to ever get an email from Ken, you most likely got it from this guy.
Nice. All right. So the last question would be about shows. When I asked you about shows prior to recording, you guys made funny faces and looked at each other because you had a show and it's not going to happen. So I guess you're going to be like trying to form some shows later on. What's the plan there?
Yeah, we're all very new to the hardcore scene in Wellington, so we're slowly making friends, and we're we would love to do opening shows. If anybody watching knows anybody, hit us up because we're happy to play anything at the moment.
And also maybe late in the year, because we're all from different places, obviously, before coming up to Wellington for uni. So hopefully visiting Christchurch, which is Dylan's hometown, and Dunedin, which is my hometown, later at the end of the year. So we'll look at doing that just to get our name out a bit further.
Yeah, especially since being the start of the second year of uni for us, we're looking at comparing our schedules and finding best times to rehearse and stuff, so that when we get on stage, we can sound the best that we can. Essentially,
yeah.
What about you, Connor? Whereabouts are you from?
I'm from Nelson, so not much of a hardcore scene. But I am wearing the Son Off hat. They're great.
That's my only concern about when your uni finishes. Of course, you're all going to splinter off into towns that are hundreds of miles away from each other. But yeah, I mean, mind you, these days, like with the internet, you can do a lot of pre-production and songwriting and stuff across the internet, and then get together and jam.
And I know there's ways to set up band practices just like through not Zoom, but something similar where you get like more latency. And I mean, like overseas, it's doable now. So definitely, I don't think that'll hold us back.
No, definitely not.
All right, cool. Well, that's about all we have time for, I guess. There's not too much more to tackle. So I thought maybe at the end you might take the last few minutes to like do a shout out, or to fill it up with your own words, or you can talk to the people, whatever you'd like to do. So do you have anything you'd like to say?
Well, first of all, you may notice that we have a nice little Cian shirt that will be available soon. We'll be running that all online, so you'll just be able to like get in touch with us and give us your details, and you'll be able to pick from an array of colors, not just black and white. You can pick purple, red, blue, whatever you fancy. You can have
Cyan.
That. So available
Cyan.
You can pick Cyan. You can put Cian on Cyan,
just to make it more confusing.
But yeah, we're keen. We're excited to, after the EP, release a lot more music. We're already in writing stage, recording stage of a few cool new songs, and we've definitely pushed beyond the songwriting that we did for this EP. So stay tuned. After the EP, we've got some kick-ass music coming through.
Yeah, and follow us on Instagram.
Yeah,
just stay tuned.
Yeah, all our socials.
Cian official. NZ.
Yeah,
it's the one.
Excellent. All right, guys. Well, best of luck with everything going forwards, and I'm gonna go and check out your EP one more time.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Cool. And thanks for watching.